Morning.
Morning.
All right, let's start with a knee hug morning, and then try to get the knee in as close as you can. We're gonna kind of long lunge, step it back, and reach the fingertips back behind you. So kind of stretch out that hip flexor. And we'll go right back into it on that same side. A little bit of balance here. Good, and let's go to the other side, same thing. Good, one more. Nice, and then we're gonna go lateral, so you're gonna go lateral lunge, that trailing leg stays straight, and we're gonna reach the fingertips towards that ankle. And then stand all the way up, you can do a little knee drive at the top, back to the lateral lunge, and reach. So really trying to stretch that inner thigh. Good, and switch sides when you're ready. Good, last one. And then we'll go into some bootstrappers, take a wide enough stance. Get the hips low, chest up. And lift that tailbone up, straighten out the legs. Nice, and bring the palms forward, go into a downward dog position. Relax the head and neck. And then we're gonna go opposite heel to opposite hip, open up the side body, step it down and switch. Emphasize rotation through the core. Keeping the hips up. Ooh, I didn't rotate too much. Nice, couple more there. Nice. So all body weight warm up. We're gonna do 20 high knees. So if you want to kind of guide yourself with those palms out in front and really aim for them, 10 per side. And then 5 reverse lunge with a kick, so forward kick. So you're gonna step it back into the lunge. Stay tall on the torso, push through that heel of the forward foot and kick that leg straight out in front, just like you're gonna pop somebody with your heel. And then we'll go into 20 jumping jacks and then push up to pike. So start in your plank position, do your push up first. So chest towards the floor as you're coming out of the push up, we're gonna lift those hips up into down dog or pike position. And then we'll come back up 20 butt kickers. And then back down, hands behind the head. We're gonna lift those hips up, drive those heels to the ceiling for 5 ceiling stomps. All right, so let's do 2 rounds there to start it out. Starting with high knees. Try and get them up nice and high. Nice, round 2 there. Nice. Okay. So lunging is the strength. This first one is a little bit of a flow, kind of. So I'll just go over it. And then if you have questions, just let me know. So what we're going to do is feet are probably at least shoulder width apart. You're going to start with the bell on one side. You're going to rotate the leg of the side of the bell the side of the bell's on. That leg rotates in toward the opposite leg, right? So then you're going to drop that knee towards the floor like a lunge. And then as you're here, you're going to row the bell. And then as you bring yourself back to center, we're going to tuck the elbow and clean it up. So rotate, row, pivot back and clean. Yep, so you're just using momentum. Remember in the row, make sure you keep your back flat. Try not to reach it forward. We want to stay out of the low back. So abs tight, row first, and then clean. Okay, ahead of yourself. So just 3 per side there, and then ditch the bell, and we'll do 12 jump lunges. That's just total, but I'd like you to focus on the form. So we're trying to get that back knee down towards the ground and switch at the top. So 6 per side, and then half kneeling press to stand. So you're going to start on the ground with the bell. So I'm going to start with one knee down, and now that side has the bell. So starting with it at the shoulder. Lock out your abs. You're going to press straight up overhead. Make sure that elbow gets locked out. So we don't want any flimsy things. We don't want to buckle through the torso. We want to stay nice and tall. Here I'm pushing through that heel on the forward foot, not using the toes of the back foot to stand all the way up, just like your Turkish get up, right? And then all you're doing is going back down on the same side, control that weight back down. So you're going to do the press each time, push through that heel, stand all the way up, and then control on the way down with that bell still overhead, and then bring it down. So 3 per side there, and then keep your bell, bring it up to the goblet position. These you can alternate or do all on one side and then the other. I think that if you stay on one side, you need to use a little bit more balance and control. So I might be doing that. So you're going to reverse lunge back behind you. And again, use that momentum as you stand up, bring that knee in close towards the kettlebell, and then step it right back and bring it up. So that balancing position will tax out that stationary leg. All right, so we'll try that first one. We're going to do 3 rounds. Try that pivot press or pivot clean, sorry. And then kind of drop that knee down as you go into the row and momentum, bringing it back up. Good, back stays flat. Eyes should be following where the bell goes. Nice. Just remember control at all times, the best. Good, nice job, guys. Nice, good job, almost there. I'm gonna adjust the screen. Nice. Good, Brian, did you do? Okay, awesome. Okay, so starting with 10 dead swings. We're familiar, but we'll go over it. Both hands on the bell, just like you're hiking a football. So you want your hips to be low, and you're gonna pull first, and then pop those hips forward, swing the bell out in front, and then bring it back home each time. So 10 there, and then 10 hollow body rocks. If you want to intensify it, you can always hold weights in your hand or a kettlebell in your hands, but we're keeping tension, the abs rocking. up, keeping the biceps pinned to the ears. So arms, overhead. Then we're gonna come up for 2 jump squats, just 2. Just remember loading into the hips, pushing through that floor, and then trying to land back down in that same position. And then 5 per side, goblet, pulse, lunge. So bringing the bell up to the chest, take your split stance. So you're gonna stay in this position for 5. You're dropping your back knee to the floor, pushing through the floor of the forward heel, and then just staying there for 5, and then 5 on the other, and then keep the bell. 5 single leg deadlifts per side. So whichever side the bell's on, that leg's going back. We're keeping the back flat, not reaching that bell forward, and then standing all the way up. Make sure those hips come to full extension. Then we'll do 4 jump squats, and then drop it down for 10, kick out to crunch. So I'm gonna kind of put my hands behind my head. You want your spine to be relatively tight to the floor. So on that kick out, we're kicking the feet out, not letting them touch, bringing them back in. And as I do that, I'm gonna crunch my elbows to my knees and then kick it out and then crunch it in. We got 10 there. Then flip it into your plank position, keeping the hips level, back flat, pop the knees in and then out for 10. And then grand finale of 6 jump squats, and then we can start back at the top. Okay, lots of funsies there. Okay, timer. You guys are ready? Starting with dead swings. Here we go. Start. Nice, keep the rocker tight. Nice, keep it going. Nice, you guys are almost halfway. Nice, right on, guys. 5 minutes. All right, last 2 minutes, guys. 2 to go. Nice, just about 60 seconds. Keep going. Nice, 35 to go. Nice, last few reps, 20 seconds, guys. Nice, you are done in 5. 2, and done.
Oof, that was jumbo.
Yeah, right, that was good. Super fun. Thanks, guys.
Margaux, have a good weekend.
Great job.
Sorry, I'll see you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.